currently has a 210 record, 1534 average win, and 1352 best win. TicTacFoe sat the first few weeks out, so this is going to be his first week of the season. So it's a bit of a wild card here. Don't know what his racing is going to be like at all this season. In the past, he's been a solid racer. You know, pretty consistently middle tier, I would say. The RTMP server, maybe a little bit less so. Solidly middle tier right now. It's looking like a pretty bottom tier streaming server right at this moment. Enjoy this Necrodancer inspired glitch art. I'm terribly sorry about the quality of streams today. I think the RTMP is really having some problems today because there's been a fair share of issues like this in pretty much every race I've cast. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Sometimes it's server issues, sometimes it's the streamer's issue, like the racer's issue, sometimes it's, my issue, I don't know. Okay, looks like maybe it's clearing out now, so just a little bit of a rough spot at the beginning, but looking okay at the moment, so... Meds is going to be checking this lot shop. There's a nice Torch of Strength in there. I think she might be considering farming for that. Yeah, it's just going to bomb the corner out here to get the... Just do a quick fundraiser here. Going to go up to a 2 damage dagger and then move on to 1-3. TicTacFoe kind of pushing ahead here, though. Some problems with this red bat, but going to be going on. And... okay, I like going for the throw and bomb, but I've been saying this a lot. I do not recommend that strat at all, especially not when racing. The throw bomb strat is not very safe. There's like a 12% chance that you just die outright. And it's not even faster than doing the fight normally. Although it is faster than attempting to do the fight normally and dying, as Meds did, unfortunately. If you think that... But I feel like if you think throwing and bombing against deep blues is the best way to go, then you should probably practice the deep blues fight a little bit. On top of that, TicTacFoe kind of did the throw strat from the wrong row. You want to do that from the second row. When you throw from the second row, there's a 12.5% chance of failure. When you throw from the third row, there's a 2 in 7 chance of failure, which is like about 30% chance. So, yeah, not really what you want to be doing. TicTacFoe, though, finding Shrine of Darkness and doing a little bit of shopping here. Getting the Ring of Peace to replace that Ring of Shadows. Very strong ring, gonna reduce the number of enemies on every floor and also weaken mini-bosses after this one. And gonna be heading down to Fortissimo 2. Med's kind of making a quick run back, but taking some damage along the way, and is on half a heart, so not in the best of shape there. Kind of getting tripped up by the weird flail behavior against Fortissimo there. But cleaning up the fight and getting the flawless. I'm going to be checking purple and getting in the Earth Spell. Very strong boss killer, and also sometimes useful as a defensive move. Finding a carrot here could just eat it right away. Already has the full map, so the mapping effect of the carrot is going to do TicTacFoe no benefit, and he is missing some health. Quartz armor as well, pretty effective with the high health pool he's got right now. Looks like he wants his lucky charm here. Gonna get it just fine. Med's going to kill this shopkeeper for a heavy plate, and I think that was a drumstick. Running this glass dagger, so pretty easy kill against Deep Blues, provided that she can handle this boss arena. Playing with fire a little bit there, that red bat potentially breaking her glass. Just gonna wait for the red bat here. There we go. So now I can just walk in and throw the dagger for a really easy kill. So pretty strong, safe build on her part, but TicTacFoe is super far away, and with a pretty hefty, safe build of his own, chainmail and 5 hearts of health to his name, Flail also gonna let him really safely camp these choke points like this. Gonna pop the Quake Scroll against King Konga to just try and end the fight quickly. And getting the Flawless, so might see him try to swap his weapon here. Flails are a little bit iffy on Zone 4. Getting Swega suited, so slight armor upgrade, but gonna be stuck on this Flail. Flails can be really tricky with Blade Masters, since you have a tendency to just kind of push them around the room without actually triggering their counterattack. It looks like, oh, Med's finding the Conjurer with a Ring of Shadows, which is going to let her conjure infinite items with that ring equipped. Picks up the Boots of Lunging. Very dangerous, but could potentially help her catch up here. Blast Helm over there, very good find. I'd say like if you can find like Ring of Regen with this, you just turn on those lunging boots and go to town. Regen, Blast Helm, and yeah, just go turn on the lunging, go nuts. I want to see some lunging action here. Sadly, looks like she's not willing to do that. But I think you know, considering the state of the race, she really needs to consider just turning those lunging boots on and pushing for it. Keep in mind that the lunging boots do carry an inherent knockback trait with them, which actually makes them fairly safe as far as lunging into enemies is concerned. TicTacFoe can swap off to a Blood Axe here for a little bit of health regen and start his Zone 5. Especially with this Darkness Shrine active, you're going to be aggroing a pretty minimal amount of enemies, so lunging is honestly probably a little safer than she thinks. You know, considering her tanky regen build here. Also the Blast Helm. Could even just, you know, 13 bombs on hand, could just jump, bomb for 2 beats of iframes, jump, bomb, just do that repeatedly. Could clear out floors very quickly that way. TicTacFoe with a pretty standard Deadringer fight here. Gonna be on to the Necrodancer fight. Leave more than enough bombs to his name to skip button puzzles. On phase 2, already halfway through. And there we go, TicTacFoe delivering the final hit to the Necromancer. Gonna take this first race in just over 10 minutes. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed to see lunging boots found but not used, but such is life. They're a pretty scary item to use. Alright, race number 2 underway. We'll see if Meds can answer back here. Basic spear and a rat trap there. Med's gonna go for it, spending the bomb here, but TicTacFoe just gonna jump straight down. Spear could potentially offer a little bit of extra safety by, you know, allowing you to attack enemies a beat sooner. Clear them out before you're forced to back up, but pretty nice looking blood shop here. I think this is one that you just bomb, which is exactly what TicTacFoe is doing. Going to take the whole lot. I think kind of unnecessarily spending a bomb there, though, to get through this crypt wall. Does have that blood drum on hand. Might have been more worthwhile to spend a little bit of health instead. Especially since you know that Shopkeeper Familiar is going to be healing you up. Might just gotta be careful. Down to pretty low health. Gonna use the Direbat's gold pile to heal up, though. Keep yourself out of one-hit kill range, at least. For the most part, that is. Many bosses will still give her a little bit of grief. Making good use of that Shopkeeper Familiar, though, to slowly regenerate her health. TicTacFoe looking to start his Zone 1 boss. Getting caught by a monkey on the way out, though. Wants to check this glass shop. Doesn't seem to want anything out of it. Was maybe actually looking for transmog and hoping for transmogging a shovel. Or maybe even a weapon. 1 free transmog is generally going to give you pretty good equipment. TicTacFoe making a misstep against Fortissimo, so they're going to miss the Flawless here. Whereas Meds is going to get a replacement weapon here. And it's just a straight upgrade to what she's got right now, Titanium Spear. Kind of the lower end of what you want to be finding in that chest. Titanium Spear, pretty reliable, you know, fairly solid all-around weapon, but not really particularly fast. It's not uncommon to see racers continue to check their black chest when they've got a Titanium Spear. But it's also, you know, common to see plenty of racers who are comfortable to run it through to the end. So gonna blood drum into this shop and take the bomb charm. Med's gonna bomb into the shop and also take the bomb charm. No Boots of Pain for either one, which is a good call. Both of them currently have long-range weapons, and those Boots of Pain don't really do a whole lot once you've got that long-range weapon. It's really hard to trigger the boots that way. TicTacFoe making good use of the Cutlass's parry abilities. Now, to some extent. Could be making better use of the gold kills, though. Kind of wasting some health against that Dark Golem by using the blood drum instead of the gold pile next to him. Med's kind of popping that bomb prematurely, and I am very confused with what Meds was looking to do there. Like, placed a bomb and then immediately just stood still, which is, even if the bomb was timed correctly, she's just throwing away a flawless for nothing. So, not quite sure what the intent was there. But, yeah, now has no bombs after mistiming that bomb against Coral Riff, and, yeah, still running a pretty minimal build, because of that missed flawless. That said, it is more damage than what, TicTacFoe has right now, still racking that 1 damage Cutlass. But, with proper use, the Cutlass will save quite a bit of time with its ability to parry. Interesting to see TicTacFoe bombing Shrine of Darkness without activating it? Both of them bombing Shrine of Darkness without activating it. I'm a little confused right now, but maybe protesting the bomb charm. Maybe. Maybe just not spotting that bomb trap above the shrine, I suppose. But man, Shrine of Darkness very strong. You generally want to be taking that. That's on to 3-3 as TicTacFoe is mashing down the conga lines in King Konga. Looking to get a gold kill here against Konga. Nicely done. Probably going to be looking for a better weapon here. TicTacFoe is demonstrating that he doesn't really know how to really leverage the Cutlass. Seeing him kind of back off unnecessarily a whole lot. But finding a glass broadsword and doesn't want to switch to something that dangerous. So gonna keep going with this 1 damage Cutlass. That's making good use of the pickaxe to boot Konga off his throne. Going to clear this fight out pretty soon, and I think still has her flawless. Yeah, there we go. So if she's screen watching, she'll probably know that black chest is likely something she doesn't want. And it's gonna go for purple instead, but finds a Fear Scroll, which is a pretty weak find. Very limited applications for that. Checking that same arena, also not taking anything. Nothing particularly strong in there. I mean, Glass Axe is very strong, but very risky, obviously, because of it being glass. Pretty close race here, though. Ooh, TicTacFoe, though, picking up a miner's cap at some point. Oh, looks like that's right there in the 4-1 shop. Med's gonna skip it, though, but TicTacFoe with that miner's cap Infernal Torch combination, that's potentially pretty powerful. I mean, honestly, I think TicTacFoe probably has the stronger weapon overall. Cutlass, there's so many crazy things you can do with the Cutlass because of its ability to parry, but yeah, I haven't really seen much use of that ability from him. So, considering that, I think Meds has the better build going here. Cutlass is pretty much only as good as a spear unless you're heavily utilizing that parry. And there's a Ring of Might for Meds. Super good find. That's a nice 3 damage spear now. That otherwise kind of unremarkable titanium spear is now really solid. TicTacFoe starting deep blues Or just going for a bomb drop. King just kind of being outside the range though. So just gonna clean up the pieces here, but has already lost his flawless, so gonna be continuing to use this 1 damage cutlass. Med's getting into a bit of a tough spot. Just gonna scoot around here at this point. And is on to Deep Blues herself. Since she does have more than 1 damage, this fight plays exactly like any other Deep Blues variant, so should be able to handle this pretty nicely, yeah. Gonna clean it up nice and easy. And we'll get a boss chest from here if she wants. Likely we'll see purple here. I'm gonna be getting a bomb spell, which is really good with that bomb charm. Also gonna be giving her the resources she needs for that fast Necrodancer fight. Could be what she needs to win this one, even though she's currently playing with a floor deficit. TicTacFoe, only 1 bomb. He does have that blood drum though, if he remembers to use it. And with that potion, he does have more than enough health for the time. Get through that. Med's kind of misreading her zone 5 here though. I want that room on the left. Oh no, Med's wasting one of her bombs to get to the potion. She has a pickaxe. And she's really short on bombs. Can't really afford to be wasting them. At least does have the health to blood bomb if she gets to Necrodancer and needs it. Very quick Deadbringer kill for TicTacFoe, though, who's now going to be on to the Necrodancer fight. Has the resources to skip the first stage, going to make sure Dorian is well out of the range of that blast. And now it's just a matter of blood drumming out the loot, and then a Necrodancer. Kind of a weird dig there because of that miner's cap he's got. Med's playing a little scared here, backing way up to try and deal with these enemies. But TicTacFoe kind of struggling to get close on the Necrodancer, and oh, there's a red dragon. That's a little scary. Necrodancer freezing him for him though, so gonna help out there, and it's down to 1 more hit. Keynes is on low health, but has that potion on deck. Another red dragon spawn. Dorian's gonna kill that really quickly, and now that the Necrodancer's cornered himself, that's it. TicTacFoe is going to take game 2 as well. I want to say I've tested it before and concluded that Deep Blues does not have Omniscient. I believe I've tried using Boots of Leaping to move 2 tiles up adjacent to a pawn, and it just moves forward. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're talking about the other way, and you're like using diamonds to diagonally attack a pawn that moves out 2 tiles adjacent to you. I haven't tested that. Cheesiest Potato, the reason to do that is to just, you know, be able to chase the Necrodancer down as soon as possible and prevent him from spawning additional mini-bosses. TicTacFoe kind of unsure what he wants to do with this bloodshot. Nice gold kill on the Minotaur, though. Med's farming up for this Conjure. Gonna be looking for some armor. Just getting leather armor. I think in a low tier floor like this, maybe a ring is the better choice. Rings are a little bit more independent of item tiering. I think there's a better chance that you'll get something good out of it. Purple chest here, gonna pick up a heal spell. Pretty nice. That said, TicTacFoe is doing exactly that and is going to get a Ring of Pain. Very solid boost to his damage output. Nice gold kill on Med's side with that golden axe. Oh, finding an obsidian cat though. Very powerful weapon there. Oh, but nice use of the heal spell to avoid a little damage. Kind of unfortunate monkey bounce trap setup there. And gonna be moving on to Zone 2 boss, or Zone 1 boss very soon. Oh, and TicTacFoe getting nailed by that same monkey. Not gonna fare as well since he doesn't have that leather armor. So I guess eating my words almost immediately. Leather armor really paying off for Meds there. TicTacFoe maybe looking a little flustered, kind of jumping into some damage from the skeleton there. Just going to be passing on the bloodshot this time, opting to save his bomb. Med's losing the flawless against Deep Blues though, and is on a pretty low health situation. I think he needs to play a little cautiously until they can recharge that heal spell. Start getting their health back up. Finding a shopkeeper familiar, which is pretty powerful. And I'm gonna further assist in boosting her health back up to its max. Along with that, Monocle going to be revealing potential food drops. There's a base longsword. If she really wanted to take the time, she could go grab the longsword and take the shrine of peace. But I'm just gonna take the trapdoor and move on. Yeah, glitchiness, that's exactly correct. That is what Hassan is. That's missing a little bit of potential heal there, but TicTacFoe now starting Zone 2 and picking up that Ring of Shielding out of the purple chest, so that's not missing out too much by missing the flawless there. Ring of Shielding just gonna block damage for one hit and cast a greater shield spell instead. And yeah, TicTacFoe, with that spare bomb available to him, immediately going to just ditch that Ring of Shielding for the Ring of Peace. Unfortunately, Meds did not have the bomb for the Ring of Peace, so he's forced to skip it. Looks like Meds maybe wants that titanium axe. That's a very questionable kill. She was 10 gold short of buying that titanium axe. And with bombing one corner would have had the gold to just buy the cheese. Can't say I agree with that decision. You know, uses extra bombs and also deprives yourself of potential future shops, which makes this Ring of Charisma pretty much useless. Alright, TicTacFoe going to find that same Ring of Charisma, and yeah, TicTacFoe already caught up here. Med's kind of taking a lot of time to farm Zone 2 and not really getting anything out of it, so now TicTacFoe has evened up the gap, you know, now that she's exhausted her farming time, and all she has to speak for it is a titanium axe, which is arguably not even any better than the Obsidian Cat, and a little bit of extra armor, but TicTacFoe has a Ring of Peace, which I think trumps the the additions to Med's build that she picked up, and I believe still has a living shopkeeper as well, so could potentially continue to reinforce that build. Whereas Meds is likely going to be more or less stuck with what she's got. So I think unless something nasty happens to TicTacFoe, we're probably going to see him kind of pull away a little bit here. And sure enough, TicTacFoe now in the lead, dropping down to 3-3, a little bit ahead of Meds. Ooh, getting a little bit of a tricky situation. Nicely handling it though, and gonna go down to Konga. Meds with a faster 3-3 though, so pulling ahead again for the moment. And spend her last bomb to get Konga off his throne. Axe is not a broadsword. TicTacFoe actually just going to use his bomb to do the Ozma strat and bypass the fight altogether, and they're going to start 4-1 at beat for beat the exact same time. And again, I think I still give the edge to TicTacFoe in terms of build power here. Yeah, that really nasty blue dragon horizontal approach for Meds is just a really trivial green dragon for TicTacFoe, which is huge. That said, Meds really nicely popping her shield spell and gonna get through that fight pretty smoothly. So still keeping pace with TicTacFoe's peace build here. TicTacFoe with a nice pop of shield there to enter this room, lasting just long enough for him to tank that fire pig. And Med's a little bit ahead here, almost reaching the 4-3 exit area. Oh, that's a black skeleton closet though, and covered by a nightmare too. That's really scary. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on in this room. Looks like it's cleaned out though. She's gonna be pushing for her exit here. And just barely ahead of TicTacFoe, going down to Coral Rift 3, or Coral Rift 4, excuse me. Bit of a misstep there though, gonna miss the Flawless and take a little bit of damage. Heal spell will patch that right up though. But TicTacFoe with much better damage, higher damage build, just only going to take 2 hits to kill the Coral Rift head. And, using the wrong, misspelling there, using the wrong spell, using the shield spell for its blood cost instead of popping the heal spell, so not going to quite heal up to full just yet. TicTacFoe swapping off the heal for a freeze spell, but TicTacFoe looking like he doesn't know how to read Zone 5. The exit will never be behind a small room. It's always going to be directly connected to the main hallway. So, yeah, just really needlessly opening up a bunch of rooms there. Good use of freeze spell, though. That Evil Eye was in a pretty bad position. And yeah, Med's still just keeping pace though, despite having what I would say is the weaker build. So, very strong push here. TicTacFoe, great use of shield there. Clear up this boss. Starting to maybe pull away a little bit here. Med's kind of struggling with this hallway. Oh, and getting a little too aggressive on that metronome. Gonna go down as TicTacFoe starts his Deadringer fight. TicTacFoe with a little bit of a risky strat here. But gonna pull it off. And is now going to be looking for bombs, hoping for a blast helm. Gets the almighty holster. Exactly what you want to find going into Necrodancer. Now none of these 3 weapons go to waste unless you leave the diver behind. No! Well, rip Necrodancer throw strats. Kind of flipping the exact reverse of what he wants for that button puzzle there. Gonna have to go and reset on the wall. No bombs and no shovel upgrade are gonna mean that he's gonna have to take this fight real slow. Do the full button puzzle. One more set and he's gonna be on to phase 2. Popping the shield just before that to give Cadence a very long shield. Considering that he was forced to go through all the button puzzles, that shield is going to last a very long time. Probably long enough for him to win this fight. No way to know for certain, though. Kind of struggling with floors a little bit. Just gonna reset and just wait for the Necrodancer to move into range. 2 hits left. 1 last hit to go. And there we go. TicTacFoe taking game 3 as Meds takes a break to remind us that the axe is indeed not a broadsword. Well played to TicTacFoe, making a strong splash into Season 5 with 3-0 for his first set. Another strong set for his other Week 3 race. We could be seeing TicTacFoe in the promotional to reach Obsidian tier.